With one more episode to go as we are nearing the end of season 1 of The Penguin, this show has been great. In my honest opinion, the show has been fantastic and has proved that DC still can create compelling characters. DC still can create great TV and interesting dynamics. And this episode that is titled Top Hat, it follows the events that happened in the prior episode when Sofia Gigante, she infiltrated the Penguin's home, she knocked out Vic and kidnapped the Penguin's mom. And she's holding the Penguin's mom hostage in one of her hideouts. So this episode Top Hat sees the Penguin trying his best to recover his mom. And this episode has a lot of shocking turns and twists that I really did not see coming. And one of these crazy shock and twists that this episode has in store for us is that we saw the Penguin had two brothers, and we also saw that the Penguin has been a mischievous, dirty, slimy rat that he is in his adult life, because as a kid, we see a flashback of the Penguin's family. We see his mom when she is healthy and young, and we see the Penguin's brothers, and we also see Oswald himself. And the actor that is playing Oswald, even though he's a child, I'll be really honest with you, he has a bright future because he actually played Oswald's character so good in this episode that I actually thought that he was actually Colin Farrell's son, in my honest opinion, because the way that he hobbles on one leg as he walks, the way that he uses his Italian accent as well, and not just that, but also in the way that he is very mischievous and very dirty in this episode, because we actually see that the Penguin, his characteristics were always there since he was a kid. He was always untrustworthy, always jealous, and he will snake you and betray you just by one little thing. Just if you do one small thing to Oswald in the show, he would snake you. And we literally saw that in a tragic scene that almost made me cry, because Oswald and his two brothers, they were out, just hanging around. They were supposed to play tag, but it started to rain. So after Oswald's older brother met with one of the gang members, and then I exchanged kind of a drug deal so that Ray could give Oswald's older brother the money, so that money could be given to the mom to help, the whole family to survive in Gotham. We see that Oswald, he's very interested in the gang life already as a young kid. Oswald, he really likes what he's seeing, and he's really interested and entertained with the gang life. But it starts to rain, and when it starts to rain, they go into the same tunnels that Oswald, as an adult, he's running his drug empire and his bliss distribution. So when they go inside these tunnels, they're playing, and Penguin, he is the one that is supposed to be catching them. And we see a young Oswald's characteristic of him being a cheater, because they told him, okay, count to 10, but Oswald, he only counted to 3. And then Oswald now is attempting to find them, but he is looking, he's searching, he now eventually hears their voice, eventually is hearing their laughter, but it's sounding as if they are below him. So he now goes to this stairway, and he now sees their feet. He sees them laughing kind of at him, and it's kind of messed up because they know he is not capable of climbing down the stairs due to his condition, due to his legs. So when he is about to climb down the stairs, he's screaming at them, I can't do this. I'm not capable of climbing down the stairs. Why are you doing this? They're still laughing, but they want him to, play the game. But he almost slipped. And when he almost slipped, this is the Penguin's characteristics that has been shown throughout the whole series. If you just basically disrespect him once, he will ruin your life forever. And it seems that there are no bounds to family. It seems that there are no limits to family. Just because he almost slipped, he takes out his anger on them, and there's a latch to the door that once closed, it locks anyone from going in or out. So Penguin did that just to get back at his brothers. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa, is he gonna do it? Is he actually gonna leave them there? And he did. He went back to his mom and he lied to his mom saying, oh, they went to the movies. They didn't want me to come. So I came back to you. I came back for you, which that was a complete lie because his brothers, they died when the rain was coming in and they basically drowned in the same tunnels. And it was sad to see because that is the first shock and twist that this episode has had. So the second shock and twist is that later when Sofia Gigante was interrogating and not really torturing but mentally torturing the Penguin's mom, Sofia, she had to bring up the Penguin's mom's children's disappearance when the mom was proven to be resilient to her tactics. So when she now brought up her children, she almost had a mental breakdown and she almost cried. So we'll have to see if the mom would actually confront the Penguin about this situation in the next episode, in the last episode. And the other shock and twist and turn that this episode had for us was that Salvatore, he actually infiltrated the Penguin's base because Salvatore and Sofia are working together. So when he now rams his car into his base, he has his men, have his guns, and they're about to, go to war. They start to shoot at the Penguin's people, and they actually took over the place successfully at first until one of the Penguin's men, he now does something that causes the lights to go out, and then they now start to fight. They start to shoot, and then Penguin and Salvatore are fighting each other. They are attacking each other. They're punching each other. And I thought that the fight would still continue until Salvatore now had a heart attack in front of the Penguin. And the Penguin, when he saw that, he just could not help himself but to gloat and to basically mock Salvatore for having a heart attack right in front of him. And he told Salvatore, I beat you. I won. This is me. I literally won. And after Salvatore basically dies, Penguin finishes up the job by shooting him point blank range, literally just annihilating Salvatore. Then after that, the last shock and twist and turn this episode had for us was Sofia and Penguin almost had a truce. They almost had a trade-off where Sofia will trade Penguin the mom so that the Penguin can give her the drugs, the keys to the operations, and everything. So Penguin thought that she would actually pull up, but she didn't. She tricked the Penguin. A car came in, and when Penguin was waiting for Sofia to come out of the car, someone called the Penguin, and it was Sofia. And Sofia told the Penguin, I'm not playing by your rules anymore. You know what? Maybe you should go check in the car to see what it is. At first, the Penguin, he thought that the corpse of his mom will be in the car, but it wasn't. It was a new trick that Sofia had for the Penguin, and it was a bomb. Sofia put a bomb in that car, and when the Penguin realized it was a bomb, it was too late. He ran, and it was kind of poetic because he ran down the same tunnels, the same stairways that as a kid he didn't want to go, but now he's forced to go because he's about to die. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that was clever. But he went down and the bomb exploded, taking down the whole street block of that street, destroying everything, man. And when the Penguin wakes up, he now gets hit by that crooked cop that's working for Sofia Falcone that we saw in the Batman, man. But the season finale is about to be next week. I'm telling you this right now. This series is perfect in my honest opinion, but I have one little complaint that can be explained. But my little complaint is the lack of Batman, because I understand that Batman sometimes he actually allows the villains to go to war with each other so that at least one person can come out on top. But in this war, it's causing civilians to be put at risk and civilians to die. And seeing this street block get completely destroyed, I can't help to think that where is Batman? And I know that it can be explained because this is Batman's second year and he literally just had to deal with Gotham being flooded by the Riddler, and he's still recovering from that gunshot that, at the end of the Batman movie when he got shot, he almost died. So I know he's probably still a rookie in a way, but you would think that a big city explosion on a street will actually get his attention. But I hope they kind of clear this up. I hope they kind of explain where the Batman is. I hope he's hurt so that it can explain why he's not really intervening. But that's my literal only complaint about this show, because everything else has been 10 out of 10. Everything else has been great, and this show is still making me want more. So the next week of the season finale is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be entertaining, and man, we're gonna see what happens. But that's the end of the video. I'm out. Peace.